Man, I went going crazy. And the first hook I did was Hammer Time. That was the very first song I did. Yeah, so after the second song, like they called Cray, like, man, he going crazy. Like, you need to check him out. Like, so he came in. I met Cray. He about 7'5". I'm like, Cray, man, that man is a giant. So I mean.
What's good, man? This your boy Plain James, and you are in the field with the Trackstarz. You.
Yeah, back in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. What's good?
All right, this segment is sponsored by Flavor Fest 2018 is going down, y'all. It's going down October 4th through the 7th. Make sure you're in the building, man. We got Friday, Saturday night concerts. And actually, we got a representative from both dates. We got Friday in the building. We got Saturday in the building. 1K Friday night. What's up, fam?
What's going on, family?
Yeah, man.
We got Double ATL Saturday night.
Yep.
Man, it's gonna be a battle, man.
Yeah.
Both lineups are just dope.
It's dope, man. It's dope. It's like I said before. It's an honor what they've built there at Crossover. It's just an honor to even be on that stage.
Yeah. So make sure that you have your chance to, get your tickets for the concerts, for the conference. It's going down like October 4th through the 7th. We're almost there. So you're looking down at the calendar right now. You know it's coming up quick. So got to do something. And we're actually going to give away some tickets to the concert Friday and Saturday night. But what you have to do is you have to email us, right? And we need to find out where you are in the vicinity and if you're going to be able to make it to the building. And we got you, all right? So just a pair. But first one that we get the email from, that's going to be who gets it. So contact us at trackstarz.com.
Just send one email now. Don't be sending 5 emails.
Yeah. Send them bots. Send them the bots.
Yo, this is the first time we've had 1K in the building, man. How you doing?
Long time coming, man. It's been family for a minute, man. Salute to the whole Trackstarz movement and the whole family. Like, I really admire what y'all got going. And
thank you, man.
I mean, I wish y'all the best.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Now, you actually have been in this building, man, because you actually performed for Surf Gang House.
Oh, yeah.
But the very first time I learned about you was at City Takers.
Okay.
And
salute to Scott Free.
Yeah, shout out to Scott Free and doubling them. And it's crazy because I was walking past the stage and I heard this turn up. I saw the crowd. You had like 30 people on the stage.
50, my brother, 50.
But it was crazy, man. The energy you had. Y'all were doing some of your newer joints. And then I looked outside and I saw a tour bus. Was that y'all too?
I don't know.
There was a tour bus with kids that got off this bus, and I was like, did they just get bussed in, or did they all just come to be on stage? It was crazy, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, that whole night was crazy. I remember that whole night like it was yesterday. I mean, salute to Cannon for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah.
For even reaching out to me. I mean, this was before Reach and all the extra stamps. So I really appreciate that opportunity. So I took advantage of the moment, and I was like, hey, man, if we're going to do it, we got to do it right.
Do it right.
Yeah, man. So I want to kind of find out how you got to Reach, because we knew about you before the Reach thing happened. So kind of talk about your journey in Atlanta and how you kind of got discovered by Reach and that whole process.
Man, basically, man, just growing up in Atlanta, I just been, well, first of all, I've been doing it for about 7 years or whatever. So, I mean, just kept grinding, just kept going. And I mean, just a little short story about my testimony. I just used to be running around with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, riding in the car one night, got shot at about 3 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tried to wet the whole car up. So we finally got to our destination, and you know what I'm saying? I get out the back seat and I just fall to my knees, like, like, God, like, I'm done. Like, I ain't even care about what my friends thought. Like, it was all right there. Like, I ain't even care. Like, that's my real meaning of being unashamed right there. Like, I ain't care at all, because I knew if I kept going, I was either gonna be dead or in jail. You feel me? So at that time, I chose to, you know what I'm saying, pick relationship over religion. You feel me? I mean, I always knew, I grew up in church, and I always knew right from wrong, but that didn't necessarily mean I was gonna do right. You feel me? So I got mature enough to get my own relationship and build my own relationship. So from there, I just kept going with the music and just kept putting my life, you know what I'm saying, into my music. You feel me? So I mean, long story short, me and my brother Tonio, salute my brother Tonio, man. We made this song called Church Gone Wild. Yeah, man. Salute my brother Zaytoven on the beat. And he was a real mentor to me in my life too. But anyway, that song just took off. It skyrocketed in Atlanta. So word of mouth just kept going around, and it got to Lecrae somehow. And his producer hit me up on Instagram, and I seen him follow me, and I looked at his bio. It said head engineer at Reach Records. I was like, oh boy, I'm about to hit him up.
Opportunity.
So I hit him up so fast, and we just got to chopping it up. Long story short, he invited me to the studio, and just so happened when I went to the studio, they was working on All Things Work Together. They was working on Craig album, so they had beats like from Metros, Zaytoven, Honorable C Note, like all type of like producers. You feel me? So I went in there like they was like, man, we need some ideas. So I went in there. I dropped like 5 hooks in 30 minutes. Like I went going crazy. And the first hook I did was Hammer Time. That was the very first song I did.
Hammer
so
Time.
after the second song, like they called Craig, like, man, he going crazy. Like, you need to check him out. Like, so he came in. I met Craig. He about 7'5". I'm like, this man is a giant. So I mean, bro, been real, man. He just kept 1,000. Like ever since I met him. Like I mean, just from seeing him before even meeting him, like I really appreciated the fact that he was real. Like he was a real genuine person, you feel me? He real humble and stuff. So he not saying teach me the game, take me on his wing and stuff. But anyway, I just built the relationship up with everybody in the building. They gave me the invite to come to the studio every day. So I came every day. Like I'm talking about making my face be known on the studio side and the office side. You feel me? So I mean, I just built the relationship up with him, and one day Ben Craig called me and my manager, and they said they was ready to do it. So we just looked over the contract.
That's a good testimony.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
man, big blessing, man. That's definitely a God thing.
Yeah. Can you talk about K-Joe a little bit? Because I know that's like
my brother K-Joe.
Like you got best of both worlds, like Kenton Jones and Lecrae co-signing you. That's dope, man.
I met Kenton through Tonio. You know, so when me and Tonio linked up, you know what I'm saying, Kent used to do this K-Joe countdown thing every Thursday night, I think. This was before Free Life. Yeah. And we went one day and I performed, and he was rocking with me, and ever since then he kind of took me under his wing too. I was associated with K-Joe University. He had a movement going on called K-Joe U. And we were just going around the city, and Canton, he a real one too. Like he took me on his wing. Like that's definitely one, you know what I'm saying, one of my big brothers. So I gotta salute to him.
But we were just talking about how good you do on stage, and like how fearless you are on stage, and I just wanted to know, like, how do you think about your stage performance, and is it just a natural thing that you have, like, or do you plan your songs to do so well on stage? Like, what's your stage strategy?
I just play it by ear most of the time. I mean, I might put a song in the set, and it really won't probably do good as I thought it would. It won't get the right energy I thought it would, so I replace it. But I just kind of play it by ear. I mean, I've been doing it for like a minute. You feel me? So I kind of like, I'm still learning though. Like each show, I learn from everything. Really? Like even with this music career in general, I'm picking up stuff as I go, because this is nowhere where I want to be. Like that's another thing. It's like people think you get to a certain level and you just made it. Like I'm done. You feel me? I'm like, nah, man. This is the beginning of a next level for me, you feel me? So I'm just trying to pick up as I go. So I mean, but when I'm on stage, I learned how to be comfortable, like just be myself. I mean, that's another thing Craig had told me, man. Like he was like, don't be scared to be yourself. Don't try to put on as a rapper. You feel me? Like let these folks know who you are. You feel me? So that's one thing that I definitely picked up, and I'm just learning how to be myself. So I'm more comfortable.
And you got a talent for writing hooks, because I've heard you do hooks for R. Swift, like all kinds of people, man. And they just always got so much, like you can't deny the energy of it. Yeah. How do you think of that? Like what's your process when you're sitting down trying to think of these songs? Man, first I just listen to. I mean, I ain't gonna say first I listen to the beat, because that's not always the case. But most of the time I listen to the beat, and like whatever feeling comes to me, whatever subject I get in my head, I just go off of that, and I just run circles around it. You feel me? And I mean, whatever I'm vibing with, and it's literally I ain't trying to sound cliche or nothing, but it be a God thing, because I be writing hooks sometimes, and I wouldn't even know they go to, like the words go together until I listen to it. I'm like, bro, I didn't even know I said that. Like, you feel me? So like, I mean, but it's just a blessing. I mean, I'm just truly blessed, man. Like I don't take it for granted at all. That's what's up, man.
So like, what is one of those things where you was like, man, like even your grind pre-reach, talk about that just a little bit. Like what was your mentality like? Yo, I gotta release a record every month, or what was that grind like? Man,
I got ADHD, so I can't just sit still for a long time. I gotta keep hitting them. I gotta keep hitting them back to back to back. You feel me? I can't. But I mean, I don't know. That's just something I just always had. I mean, I ain't gonna say it was no competition or nothing, but I don't know. I just wanted people to know that I really cared about my craft and I really like was into what I was doing and I really believed in what I was doing. So I feel like if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else believe. Why would you expect somebody else to believe in you? So I mean, I just wanted to let folks know that I'm really like I'm about this life. Like this is what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
What was the first experience after getting signed to Reach? Because we were at the BET Awards, I think, when you guys were there. I remember Lecrae. We never crossed paths, but I remember seeing you doing interviews and stuff like that. What was like the first like eye opening? Like, yo, this is about to be different.
Man, bro, we went to Diddy house, bro. For real, bro.
I didn't know he had it like that.
That was my first time in LA ever, bro. Like ever.
Wow.
And we, you know what I'm saying? And then that whole experience was just crazy. Like we just like going around radio runs with him and different events for the hip hop. I mean, not hip hop award, BET Awards. And you know what I'm saying, Diddy threw a little after party for his Can't Stop Won't Stop movie, like a little backyard barbecue or something like that. It was just surreal, man. But at the same time, it was like I couldn't let it get to me though, because it was all a dream. You feel me? Like
man, we I don't mean to interrupt. Like we watched. I remember watching that day when Hammer Time dropped. It's like we watched. I'm like watching it and I'm like, bro, my little bro's whole life just changed.
That's what.
And it was like right before our eyes, and it was a few of us, like me, Plain James, Sherrod. We was talking about it. I'm like, yo, man, my wife's talking about it. I'm like, man, this, and it was like watching like family make it, and it was just like, yo, I was so happy. And then I text you, and I was like, how you feel? And I was like, I'm gonna text him. I didn't know he was at Diddy's house. I had no idea he was at Diddy's house. I text him. He texts me right back. And I was just like, that's real, yo. That's real. Because I just wanted to know, but I'm like, when I sent the text, I was like, I probably shouldn't text him right now. Because he's in a moment. But I just, you know, and so that was for you to hit me back like that, and just, you know, you said like, I forgot what you said, but it was just like, dang, like, all of this ain't gonna change this dude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know he was at Diddy's house, like I said, but it was just amazing to see, man.
But what it is that it's happening to a good person. Like we knew that like this wasn't. Every time we see somebody kind of come up, right? We're always nervous, like, oh man, what's this gonna do? He gonna get a big head, you know? He gonna start acting different. Not just acting different like pride, but acting different as far as his faith. And we're always worried about that. And it's like, but we know about 1K. Like that's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? And just to see that and just feel like confident, like this new wave of Reach. We had a chance to know What Up RG before he came on
salute
board.
my boy, man.
And it's like, dude, that's a good kid. Like he just used to come here and chill. And it's like that, just seeing the opportunities come to people that Lecrae's making good decisions. Is what I'm saying. So I just want to say congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's a huge thing you're doing, and I'm trying to vision with you. Like, what do you see coming? Like you said, you're not done yet. What's next? Like what's the thing that we got to pray for you to get to next?
Well, two things. I definitely want to start organizations and stuff like that, like getting back to the youth, because I feel like some of the reason why they getting in so much trouble because they don't have nothing to do. You feel me? Like, so I definitely want to get into that. You feel me? I got to keep working, but I'm definitely gonna get to that. And acting is another thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, I want to get into acting.
Okay. All right, we need to talk now.
So I got a question for you. The energy. It's like when a football player first gets to the NFL and they're at the training camp or they're at the facilities, training facilities all day and all night. When you and What Up RG get in the building, is that what it's like when y'all like, we're in the studio first, we're in the studio last? Like, what's the energy like when y'all are trying to like show everyone at Reach that y'all are pumping out music?
Man, see, one thing about me and RG, our work ethic is crazy. You feel me? And even like I asked him for help, he asked me for help. It's like I just asked him about this mix. I was like, bro, tell me what you think about this mix. You feel me? Like, it's just it with me and him. It's like we know we the youngins, so we stick together. Like, we know we got to come up together. You feel me? And like that's family. 116 is family. You feel me? So it's like we the new dudes. So it ain't, we can't just jump in like, I was saying, we want 116 now. Like, I was saying, we here. But like we still gotta build ourselves.
Exactly.
You feel me? So,
exactly.
I mean, so we basically, like you say, we just in the studio. It'd be like boot camp almost. Like,
Yeah.
that's one thing I will say. Sometimes it does feel like work, but it's just on certain days. You feel me? It's like that's with anything. You gonna have your down days.
Yeah,
you know
the meeting days, right?
Yeah.
Meeting days, yeah.
So,
I have 5 meetings a day at my job. So
oh wow, wow.
It ain't that bad, bro.
Yeah. But I felt that way when I heard y'all's song "We Did It."
Okay.
Yeah, because the hook kind of makes it sound like we did it. I knew we could. So it sounds like y'all are talking about how y'all got to this place.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's really dope, man.
Yes, sir.
What's the Lecrae announced recently about the Unashamed tour coming back. Like, is that gonna be everybody on Reach, or is it just like select a few?
That's the whole squad.
Wow.
The whole squad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because we've done that before backstage and talk. And I mean, I think we were one of the first.
What was the first
with KB.
One? Was it called Unashamed back then too?
Yeah, it was.
What year was it?
2008, 2007.
It was through 2009 actually, because we had already done our first Lecrae interview.
Right.
It was 2009 when I went out and bought those jackets.
He probably don't remember this, but Ryan bought us all matching jackets. So we sitting next to Lecrae.
He's like,
you could tell he like, what are y'all doing?
He wasn't from Atlanta at that point. He hadn't moved to Atlanta yet. So he was like, yeah, man, make sure y'all get me one of them jackets. And I was like, okay.
He just threw a shot real quick.
Yeah.
How have the legends of Reach been to you guys? The Tedashis,
Man, like I say, like real humble and real genuine. Like they really want to see us win. You feel me? Yeah. At first, I thought Andy ain't like me though. I thought Andy ain't like me, cause I came to the studio one time, and this was before I got signed or whatever.
Yeah.
But he came. He's like, "Oh, you the kid be writing hooks, right?" I was like, "Yeah. What's going on?" He said, "Oh, okay." And he just turned around.
Oh, wow.
It was just over with after that.
I'm not gonna give it to him all that one time.
But actually, as I go on, like as I went on with the journey, like Andy was one of the most people to reach out to me, like to hit me up to make sure that I'm straight, like to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, give me game, like for real. Like he even brought me out on shows, like he been real.
Well, we are convinced that Andy doesn't like us either. So if you could put in a good word for us,
yeah, please
tell him we love him and we would love to talk to him.
I got you.
I'm serious. We love Andy. So yeah, man. So I just wanna get your what you coming with, like what you're working on now, what people could look forward to from you.
Man, I got a crazy visual coming out for my single Show Love. It will be video of the year. I'm speaking that now in the name of Jesus.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I got that coming. I just dropped the single. Well, not a single. I just dropped the track yesterday. It's called Summer's Over. Basically telling people not to be too comfortable in the season you in, because it's always you got to build. You feel me? Just like I was saying, like when people get to a certain position, they think that they made it. You feel me? So it's like once you get to a certain season, you got to build in that season so you can get to the next season. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what that whole situation about. And album coming next year. February next year.
Okay.
That's good. Just last thing I want to wonder, because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, you know, you're getting into these positions at Diddy's house and da da da. What is the probability that the work we're doing with Christian music and hip hop, what's the probability that it's actually having an impact on the mainstream, on the world? Do we have an in anywhere to make a change?
It's absolutely having an impact. I mean, I really think it's about to go crazy, because folks tired of hearing like nonsense and meaningless music. You feel me? Folks want to feel some type of way when they hear some music. Like they want to hear something. And y'all hear like even though they like be cussing or whatever, but Chance, you know what I'm saying? Like people like that.
It's having an effect.
Yeah, and I feel like if you got a music background, like everybody in the music industry, they got a church background, period. So everybody already know what's going on, but I just feel like that door is about to open.
Yeah, I think this is where, and I don't think a lot of people know that the people you see as like these terrible people, a lot of them are church kids, but they don't have people in their life to tell them like, oh, you can actually be a Christian, still be cool, still make dope music, and be serious about it. I don't think they have. If you don't have that in your life, you won't know that you can really do that. And I think that's what the opportunity is with Ace, you know, working with people like Wayne and Lecrae, getting in spaces with people. It's like they need somebody there to show them that it's possible to really be legit
Yeah.
and
Oh,
not
yeah.
compromise. If
Yeah.
you don't have that, how you gonna know?
Yeah, yeah, it's a testament too. I've seen that happen because with the program that I work with a college group, and everyone there is like never heard of Christian rap, hip hop, anything like that. And we were having an award ceremony, and they were like, "Give us some music," and I was like, "I'm not the DJ. The DJ didn't show up," and so they asked me to hold my phone up and just play some music. And the only album that I was screaming at that time was ATWA, and so I played Hammer Time, and everybody came up to me after was like, "Yo, what was that? What was that? Make sure you let me know who that was." And I was just like, "Okay, I see this. This is actually work. This is work."
So thank you, man. Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank y'all.
Can't wait to see what's
Yes, sir.
coming in the future, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get back into it. You in the field with the Track Stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tan, and DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Hey guys, Miracle here. Thank you so much for watching that episode. Make sure you go below, like it, subscribe, click the bell, and make sure you follow us on all forms of our social media. Also, check out our website and be sure you spread the word. We'll see you next time.
We know not what we doing. Screw that, they know, let them have it, do it. Okay, I'm erratic, prove it. Never mind, got a mind that'll wind up with me in a lineup behind bars with these bars. Okay, my time's up.
Team Freedom.
Yeah.
We not through yet.
All right.
Trackstarz Music presents.
Turn my volume up, turn me off.